Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do a review on a 2020 Jayco Eagle 317 RLOK. Now this is going to be my second review I've ever done on the Jayco Eagle series, and this is probably one of my favorite fifth wheels, bar none. I mean, I think that they've done a really good job with their farmhouse package on the inside. I really like the fit and finish of the exterior and just the options, and then the 4-star handling, which we'll go over in a second, really does make this one shine above the rest. But let's go ahead and get into it. Now up front you do have a really stylish cap. I do like the LEDs they have on the side of it here. They have 3 additional on each side. That's probably going to help, you know, with hooking up the trailer to your truck. And up front you do have an upgraded pin box. Now this is a MORryde and this is a rubber pin box, so this is going to help going down the road. It's going to help with chucking and just overall road feel. And just below the pin box you have a very large storage area. Now typically Jayco does have an option for a generator, but this RV does not come available, or even with a prep package for a generator. So what you see is what you get here. You do have a space on this side for batteries. I do like this. And you have additional space up top for some storage. And it looks like they give you some tie downs also for batteries too. One thing I do like about this fifth wheel is that they give you power close to the front. 2 power outlets. And you do have an option for 40-pound tanks for propane, because you can see how tall this door is. And you have one on the other side. So that gives you a total of 80 pounds of propane. Now obviously that's going to increase your overall weight of this trailer, but hey, if you want to do a lot of dry camping, this is definitely going to be something you want to try to look out for. Now one thing I noticed is how large this awning is. This is going to be a 17-foot awning, and they give you an additional one back here, which is 10 foot 6 inches. One thing I'll say, I have a big awning too on my fifth wheel. If you have to go to clean these things are really a pain. So just because you have a big awning doesn't mean it's the best thing in the world. But again, as I mentioned, look at the overall color scheme. I do know for 2021 they are going to switch this back to white, so if that's what you prefer over this tan color, wait for that one. Now your baggage door, or your lower basement area, whatever you want to call it, I do like, you know, how heavy this door is. It seems like they put some insulation in here. I mention this all the time. This has the best latch system for your baggage doors too. And the reason why, my doors have come open multiple times going down the road, and it's because the latch does not securely fasten it here. And it's all plastic too. So it's just plastic. It's a plastic latch here. And then the piece is just not tall enough to keep it secure. So this is a lot better than what I have. If you are camping in the rain and you have to put all your stuff away, this is what you want. When you have carpet down here, it gets wet, moldy, and it smells. RV manufacturer, if you listen to this, be sure to add that on here. And then take a look at this aluminum construction. They also give you insulation. Not a lot of manufacturers doing that. They start doing it, then they stop. But they're actually continuing to do that. Now I do see on this side, they already give you a tire pressure monitoring right here manually, but hey, they give it to you. Power, and they give you a sensor light. On this side, power and a sensor light. And that's pretty rare too. They normally just give it to you on this side or that side. And just take a look how wide and how deep this storage area is. Now this does not have a drop frame, and it's still pretty big. I mean, this is bigger than mine, way bigger. You do have dual pane windows. I believe this is an option. I'll let you guys know in the comment section. Spray port, something I would like to see on more RVs. This is going to help just clean off your steps or area that you're camping in. Especially when you have kids, they start bringing dirt around and it gets kind of muddy, whatever. But they do give you 2 speakers just below. One thing I do like about Jayco too is they give you this assist handle here to get it in and out. And they do have the wider MORryde steps. These are the step above. And for the most part, they are some of the best steps you can get for your RV. Now, what is standard is these Goodyear tires. I remember in the past, these used to be an option, and now they're making these Goodyear tires standard. Now, they are riding on an ST 235/85, and this is a 16-inch wheel. Really good looking wheel style too. And while we're down here, you do have the MORryde suspension Creed 3000. So the Goodyear tires, the Creed 3000, the Dexter axles, and the Dexter shackles with the wet bolt fasteners and bronze bushings are all part of the handling package. And these wet bolts and bushings, these are going to help with wear and tear too. Take a look how large the windows are on this slide. I always have been mentioning this, and I'm going to continue to do so. Like that they give you a painted slide out wall versus having it black. And my fifth wheel, I've noticed that it has really increased the temperatures, because when you go outside and touch it, you can't even touch for a long period of time because it's so hot. And just check out these windows on the side. Very nice. I think that Jayco has really done a good job, even like painting this bottom piece and not making it just black. They've just done a really good job with this RV overall. And here's a better look at that awning. 10'6". They do give you an outside kitchen with storage above. I would love to have a second refrigerator too, by the way. Now that we live full time, this would really come in handy to have additional stuff. Now they do give you a capital grill with a bottle opener. I would like to see maybe a cooktop personally versus this. I'd rather buy my own grill. I have the capital grill. It doesn't work that great. It's just okay. But hey, you could put a small cooktop up here. You do get a television outside too. And this door has struts, so it's easy to put down and lift up also. Now I'm not sure if you guys can see, but you have like a little plastic piece there. I think you can see it better right here. That is going to be for slide toppers. They actually go ahead and give it to you in a prep package, so it's easier to install them. Now at the very top, you see that white line that goes across in the center? That is going to be a reverse light, and just below it you have a prep for a camera system. LEDs up top, LEDs below, and it has turn signals in the center. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So this is all standard for the Jayco brand. Now this does have a hitch on the back that you can tow a trailer with. 3,000 pound capacity, 300 pound tongue weight, and it has power. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you also have propane connection for that grill in the back also. This slide system is going to be a Schwintek, and they do give you those slide topper connections up here. Like I said, it's already prepped for it, so you can easily put those on. Probably can put them on yourself. Just got to get them measured, and that's pretty much it. Now you do have your low point drains right here below. And I did not mention this too, but you do have a 4-point auto leveling system with this RV too. And then here's just a better look at the tire setup. I do like the wheel design on this. Really nice. And to the right of your refrigerator, you have a vent fan for your kitchen to vent out humidity in the kitchen when you're cooking. Now you do have 50 amp service on this RV also. You do have two 15,000 kBTU AC units. And I do like where it's located here versus in the back. I feel like for the most part, I'm finding that most of the campgrounds I go to, they typically have it closer to the side of the RV right here. And when you have it out back, it just takes a little bit longer. Now granted, this is not a 40-foot RV, this is 37 foot. So it would be a little bit easier if it was back there, but I like this location best. And just below your 50 amp, you do have your dumps area too. And it's pretty well insulated. You do have your Dometic furnace right here. And this is going to be a Dometic hot water heater. It's going to be gas and electric. Biggest selling point for me, Schwintek slide here. Schwintek slide up top too. So there's no cable driven slides, which is a really good thing. And yeah, these are going to be more reliable and they're going to last longer without having a bunch of issues. Now take a look at your wet bay. I noticed that they put metal down here. And they do give you light. Solar. It's like a little small one, like 20 amps maybe. And you also have a outdoor shower, hot water heater bypass. And I've been saying this too a lot in my videos because now that I live in my RV full time, this is something I'm starting to notice. When you have your connections for your hoses above your valves, if you stay long term or you live in your RV full time, these valves are hard to pull when you have your water connections because the hoses kind of get in your way. So I prefer to have these below the valves. That way it's easier to pull the valves without having something obstructing your way. They do give you a place down here to run those hoses. Off to the side, as I mentioned before, you have those lights on both sides and power outlets. And on this side, battery disconnect, auto leveling system. And this is a really big baggage area for your RV. All right, so we finally made it inside. I have my wife today. She's gonna take it away for you guys.
So the first thing I noticed when I walk in is how big the island is. There's plenty of countertop space. They even give you an outlet center, which is really nice. You don't have to reach all the way over here to plug in a cooking appliance. You can have it right here on the counter. And there's a sink that is about a standard size sink. Also filtered water, which I wish that we had in our camper right now. So they do give you a refillable water jug and 10-gallon trash bin as well. They do give you storage up here. It is reachable and it's wide, which is really nice for those big appliances or big items. A nice microwave. Look at that. 3-burner stove. Plenty of countertop space again for an Instapot, crock pot, even if you just want to have a tray of food out. And then a very luxurious feature, slope close drawers.
Nice.
Which actually is nice in a camper because you do have to tug them a little hard. Like in our camper, we have to tug them really hard, and then you feel like you do have to slam them closed. So that's nice. The oven is pretty standard, the standard easy bake size, and lots of space below the oven. This is beautiful. Pots, pans, cookie trays.
All right, so this is going to be the standard refrigerator. You can get a residential size one. It's 21 cubic feet, and this one's not actually bad. This is the same one we have, it's just a little bit different on the appearance of it, and it is gas and electric too. And they do give you storage just below. And like Hannah said, soft close.
So here is what they call a walk-in pantry. You can't really walk in, but it is a good size.
Yes.
Again, you could put big appliances down below, plenty of space for your pantry items.
And they have adjustable counters with light.
Adjustable shelves, like a limo type lighting, and I can reach every single shelf.
Yes.
There's a cabinet up top. I would put like seasonal items in there just because it's so high, but it is a good size as well.
Yes.
I like this design. It's like a antique wood kind of brushed white, and I really like it. We did, as you guys know from our renovation video, we did black. We spray painted ours, but we did black fixtures, and they did a really good job on the design. I love the way that Jayco has put all the colors together. Just very calm, and everything flows together. I don't think if we bought this that we would do any renovations to it. It is beautiful all by itself.
I think we would mess it up.
So right next to the pantry is a drop center. I really like having something like this. You can hang your hats, your sunglasses, your coats, umbrella, put all of your shoes in here, anything you don't really have a place for but need to be hidden. It's great. This also goes up. It's on a magnet, which is really nice if you did want to hang long things. This isn't in the way. So the dinette is really nice too. It has a beautiful table that does extend underneath. You could fit 4 chairs, not these chairs, but you could get smaller chairs and fit them on either side. These windows are beautiful. I feel like they just took ideas from houses and incorporated them into this model, and it's gorgeous. I love these pendant lights. I like that they don't hang too long. Just feels more sturdy up top. So similar to what most RVs have is overhead cabinets. Again, that tinted black glass, which I really like. And they did a different finish on these, which I like that they did that because it separates the look of the kitchen from the living room. So in your mind, it can kind of feel like it's a separate space, even though it's like 2 feet away. Inside, plenty of space. Again, guys, their design is beautiful. I wish you could see. Can you show them like the trim up close? All the little things that they've done. I really like this dark brown too. Yeah. With that tinted black, it just looks good. And then the black shades.
And I like these too.
I didn't like these big things around the window in ours. We took them down. But I really don't think we would change anything from like what we can see right now. We wouldn't change a thing. I love that there's a fan.
Oh my goodness, yes.
We have spent so much time and money and refunds just doing trial and error with fans on the floor and trying to figure out how to keep our RV like circulated with the air in the summer, this is really nice.
One thing I love about Jayco is they do not skimp on USBs. There's USBs all over this RV. USBs, plugs on this side of the couch. Same thing goes on this side too. And it's a nice area too for you to put your coffee cup. And I really do like this entertainment too. Look at that shiplap wood. Is that what this is called, Hannah? I think this is what this is called. Correct me if I'm wrong. But 34-inch fireplace. As long as it's 5,000 BTU, doesn't matter how big it is. I've seen them 40 inches. And they put out the same amount of air, and so they give you a sound bar, which is amazing. And you have a decently sized TV. This looks like a 40-inch television, and then they give you the radio, which is something I definitely would like to see on ours behind the door, because most manufacturers put it out for you to see it. I think those things are kind of getting played out. I mean, there's so many other new things coming out, wireless speakers, where they don't really have to give you these radios anymore, especially with these cheap speakers on the roof. But again, that's every RV. Even if you get a upscale North Point, they typically give you cheaper sounding speakers on the roof. Whisper quiet AC unit. You can get two 15,000 BTU AC units in this RV, and that will probably keep this RV pretty comfortable even in direct sunlight, especially if you have that fan on too. One of my favorite things about fifth wheels today is that they started incorporating more technology. Now, I do not see where they put a control box, the standard one, for your slides, but I do like how large the screen is. Now, this is like a Jayco Command, or Jayco Command, or whatever they want to call it. And you can pretty much control the entire RV. You can control the lights, motors, like for your leveling jacks. I can't even do this on my in-command system. I know on the later ones you can. And it's pretty easy to use too. I've never used this before, but they have like a main screen here, shows you your tanks. Love this. This is probably one of my favorite ones so far. One thing you can also do is dim these lights too. This is the best RV out there, guys. If we could have picked out this farm look, this is like the farmhouse trim package that they use for the interior of this RV. We would have purchased a Jayco back then, but this was not available. They only had like the darker woods, and had this been available, we would have definitely bought this RV. I mean, even look at the floors. I like that rustic look, and everything, the fit and finish, even just this color on the walls, it just fits really well together. I mean, this is absolutely the best design above Montana. I mean, above whoever. I mean, there's not many of them out there that are doing this yet, but I would even choose this over like an ultra luxury brand like Lux. This is really on that level. And the North Point just added the same design, but I just think that Jayco does it better. I think that this is just the way to go. It's the perfect size, not too heavy, and this is a full-time RV. Like, they build this thing with high quality. I have not walked through a Jayco yet and seen something like, oh man, this is not done well or anything. So let's go ahead and get back to the video. Hannah's actually taking a look at the bathroom and in the inside the bedroom, so she's gonna start over here.
My first favorite feature of this bathroom, pocket door. It's not hitting anyone's knees or interfering between the hallway and the bathroom. They have towel hooks, plenty of storage inside here and down below. A two-piece shower with a skylight, you have your fan, all standard stuff, and your seat. A good size countertop space. This looks holographic, which is pretty cool.
Oh. I don't know what that means, but looks awesome though. Now, do they have the lights behind this bad boy? Oh, they have lights all over this thing. Oh my goodness. Even have like a little blue light up there to give you some ambiance when you're showering with less light. I like showering with the lights off too.
Like how big this mirror is too.
Yes, that's
and
nice.
how low it is.
You also get storage just below right here too. And it has two areas you can store things. Porcelain toilet, and just on the side of that you also have open storage. Now, I'm pretty sure you can connect your phone to the J command that they have. They do still give you areas where you can control the slides. Like, you can control the slide out inside this room, and you can control the ceiling lights inside of here too. Really cool. And you can do the hallway lights. So if you leave the hallway lights on, let me show you where the other one is. If you forget to turn the lights off, in the other areas and you don't have your phone right next to you, or if you just turn your phone off and you don't want to turn it back on, they give you another control panel to turn the hallway entry lights off, ceiling lights off, all interior and exterior. Love that. This is probably the best fifth wheel on the market today. I really do think that. Even at the price point, I do know with this new farmhouse design, I know a lot of dealerships weren't really negotiating with these, like, because we were actually looking to potentially trade ours a while back when they first came out with this, and the guy told us that they were selling these things at sticker, and yeah.
I love this wood look, and I like the fact that they continued it all throughout the camper, even into the master. It makes it feel bigger on the floor and wider. It actually does feel a little bit wider in here than ours. This dresser is a good size. You have, it's almost like a his and hers. You can have your drawers here and then 3 huge drawers down below. You have to keep in mind too that with campers, you're not going to get a standard size drawer. They're always going to be more compact.
Yes.
Your TV up top. You have a charging center for USBs
and 12 volt.
I like how wide the cabinets are over here. It is prepped for washer and dryer down here. And then you have a big space up top. So next is the closet. It is gorgeous. Again, just feels like you are in a home and someone did a custom closet for you. You have shelf up top, you have your rod below, along with a shoe shelf in the back.
Wow.
Then on this side, you have even more shelves for all the extra things you have and a little bit of space down below. In our closet, we have a nightstand, and I do like it because it has outlet plugs and we can put our phones and our lights and all that stuff there. Here, you have plugs in the carpet, so they're a little bit more hidden, and you could still have them over in this area, which is nice.
Yes, and then they give you these little lights. And actually, they come out with a blue light, so these are not really lights for reading. They're probably lights for like accent lighting. And they also give you a plug outlet on this side of the bed too. So on each side of the bed, which is a king size bed, this is a big bed, just like residential size, they give you a plug. You do have a 12,995 pound GVWR, 6,000 pound axles, 16-inch wheels as you guys saw back there, and cold tire pressure is 80 psi. Now what's shocking is how low the cargo carrying capacity is. It's 1,706 pounds. So this is something that I would probably be careful with when you're going to build your RV yourself. When you start adding a bunch of options, you are going to lower your overall capacity that you can carry inside this RV. So just keep that in mind. But thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to check out the Weight Watchers edition I'm going to do with this trailer. I'm going to probably post that within the next week or so. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video.